Oh no! My flashlight!
Flashlight.
Well, shit. Ah, I see. Oh, chapter 3. Also, there were definitely ghosts in here a second ago, weren't there? Onryu is a subtype of yokai. The Grudge is one. And I assume Ringu? Yes. Dread out. Flowers in the urn are completely withered and dry. They crumble at your touch. Oh yes. I watched. Sorry, I didn't. Did I say when I said about the 8-hour Witcher videos? Because it's 4 hour for the first one and 4 hour for the second one. That's Joseph Anderson. So yeah, if you ever want to know everything there is to know about those first 2 games, I genuinely recommend. Don't watch them all in one go. Like watch like half an hour and then stop and come back to it. But yes, I also I watch a lot of YouTubers. I know about Dread. I think it's Dread Out. He may have seen. I've forgotten what the YouTuber's called now, but like as a person who does cover lots of like itch.io stuff, horror stuff, which I rediscovered him and I know this because of that YouTuber. I think it's called Errant Signal, and he does lots of stuff that other people don't do, which is why no one's heard of him. But guests must have been entertained here at one time. Guests are entertained here all the time. Hypothetically speaking. Look, it's physics. It's like playing Hitman 1. Okay, we'll stop having fun times with cloth. Farewell, brother. I shall. Thank you for... I need to make the chat thinner, don't I? Because it keeps covering the screen. I will do that after I finish the stream. But thank you for watching the stream, brother. Shit, the Katsubi's coming. Fine. It's a terrified man. Okay, I gotta go a better picture there. Yes, yeah, that's Luke. Ooh, instant additional functions. The instant additional function. He's a Twitcher as well. I think he basically did all these fatal frames before I did. I copied him. Oh yeah, I should have said you've two met. Detects the fatal that's the name of the game. Detects the fatal frame of the spirit and signals you by making the light in the upper part of your viewfinder flash red. Fatal frame is the most opportune moment to shoot within a shutter chance. If you capture a fatal frame, a shutter chance will occur during the blast back. Shooting again during the shutter. Cool. Yeah, I want that. That sounds good. I want that. Is that automatic? Camera. Additional functions. No, I need to... How do I add it? Wait, what? Okay, let's have a look at that again. Or is that just a thing I have now? Yeah, we nicked this random film reel for some reason. File. It's been a while since we looked at the file as well. There's the stun lens. The instant function. Do I have to install this? That's an additional function. The chemical puzzle is done! Functions. Ah, it's just there. Okay, fair enough. It's just there. Right, camera. I have 12,000 points. That is enough to level up my accumulation. I don't know if I'm going to be using the power-up lenses. So what I think I'll do is I'll concentrate on these basic functions because they tend to be more useful. And obviously I'll price myself out of those at some point. I don't have any orbs though, so I don't know why I even... Oh no, I've got 3. I don't know why you'd ever use one before you had the money to level up a thing. No, 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 I didn't mean to do that. Shit. I don't know why you'd had one before you could... That's what you sound like, John. Shit. Can I take them off? I was trying to go back. That's gone forever now. It's the cheapest one, I know, but still. That sucks. We have one spare, but... Let me take it off. It's not being used yet. Oh, fine. I'm tempted to load my game. Because I'm never going to reach that third one. How far are we? How far are we? We're not very far at all. You know what I'll do? I'm going to save my game just in case. I'm going to slot 8. I'm going to load my game. We're literally just outside, right? And we'll get a better photograph of that dude as well. What was the solution to the Chemical Brothers puzzle? I didn't realise I was at the door. We've seen this already. Was there a fight here? Repentance! And this is why we want to put the cheap camera on sometimes. I do forget. Quite often. Make sure we actually look at things as well. There we go. Like this. Well, I didn't have to run around and play with the curtains and have that same conversation again. Yeah, I think I got like 7 more points. We'll pick this up. And then we'll try not to screw this up this time. Just one more spirit orb, thanks. Yes. There we go. The accumulation will be faster now. And we'll save our game again. On 9. Okay. There are many small kimonos. Bloody kimono. Must have belonged to the children who lived here. Oh, we'll have to look out for tiny ghosts. harder to spot. Something in the drawer. Some film. Just type 14 there. Something in the drawer. Herbal medicine. Awesome. Love me some herbal medicine, I do. Gotta tell everyone. Everyone knows that about me. You know what? Sometimes I speak to fill space, as one does. And what I did there is I basically quoted Donald Trump there, didn't I? I don't want to do that, so even as sort of vague satire, like, let's not unconsciously do that. Like, if I'm going on my way to take the piss, it's fine. I need a key, another square key. Got a butterfly design on the door. Did I investigate that door? I'm gonna check. So the camera controls, you can see the tank controls. Occasionally, that's why I'll turn about. So in the last game, they made it so you completely kept your momentum. This game, what it does is it shifts your momentum like a second after the camera change, because that's how people play, right? But I'm just used to the first game, which is why I turn around when I enter certain scenes, because I expect the momentum to stay the same, and then it changes. It won't take me long to get used to the change, but like, it's one of those things that clever people figured out. That's how people react to it. They'll carry on, and then they'll go, oh yeah, I should be going that way. Yes. You know what? I was letting the camera direct me there, and then I went back. I don't know. Are we in flash? We can't take photographs. Hello, butterfly lady. You bloody kimono. Oh. Oh, yes, it is a flashback. Yes, that's why I didn't have a camera. I see. I have a camera with me now, though. Wasn't the fatal frame, John. I know, but yeah, I got nervous. It takes a while to charge it up in this game. Yeah, I like it that it gives you a lot more time, because that's how tension works. Also, it shows me that the closer I am, the more powerful my shots are. also like. Fatal frame, baby! Okay, the blast back's not that useful because I need to be close to do these shots. Oh, no, 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 that was bad, that was bad. That was the floor, John. No! No invert. Bad. How much health does he have? I think he's dead? Still? Should we take some medicine? I think we can survive without it. I see. Huh. I know people, a lot of people, oh no, that's an automata. With Nier, a lot of people prefer the original OST than the new one. Looking between the torn sliding screens, you can see to a dim room. Ah. Change our camera. I like all the sort of the extra ting ting tong to ting tong 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 in the original one, but I can see why they would change that. You know, they had lots of pots and pans nearby. I just wanted to see what the other direction was. Oh, this is curious. Some bloody handprints on the plastered wall. Prints were made with such force you can see indentations in the plaster. It seems to be held shut by some powerful force. So yes, I think it goes without saying that this is across the board a better game than the original, which is it's always nice to see, and it's why I sort of appreciate the heck out of playing the original first. It's been a while since I played Automata. I don't think Tan ever finished that. Tan, you need to finish that game. That's where I came from. Because obviously, if I go back to it now, I've got new context. From Nier, from Replicant. Oh. Hello. Okay, but if you're going to tell, I'm going to put on the camera. But it means we can never have a conversation about it. And it's like when Scooby and Scrappy turns up. It turns everything on its head. Recontextualizes the entire thing. We're in an episode of Scooby-Doo all along. It was you tricksy ghost bastard. Maybe I should try and wait for the fail. And I see you still, but... Is she dead? That was a sort of dying noise, wasn't it? So what I like about how this gimmick works is, yeah, it forces you to sort of be frozen. I mean, you can walk, but very slowly. But, you know, look death in the face in a way that most of the time you can't really hurt them. You know what I mean? You have to see the face, the scary, spooky face. It utilizes Scary Speaker Face very well. Like, it says, you know that thing you really don't want to do, where you don't want to look at the scary face, because the scary face is the bad thing. That's why when scream outs happen, they come with scary face. Well, we're going to make you do that yourself. And I was like, oh shit, that's a terrible idea. But you can only get rid of the face by taking a picture of face. See what we did. Because you used, made the function and form meet together. Very good. I'm going to do this one first. I hear distant thunder. It occasionally lights up the sky, but you can't see anything else. Okay, I did say I would heal. I reckon I could take another slap. Yoink. Ah, no sister. But we do have a bauble, which the game is, like, directing me to right there. I also see, like, what looks like a saw trap. I don't think it's a saw trap, but it's an assortment of junk. It's fluorite. It's in our water, isn't it? It's for our teeth. The rock is blinking like a firefly. Someone must have been standing here. That's a strange sentence, by the way. That rock is blinking like a firefly. Somebody must have been standing here. Ooh, Mayo's charm's updated. Oh, this pen, it says marker on it. Somebody must have had a headache recently. I'm not so sure those things are connected.
Ritual for the village. We were born for this purpose. Destiny.
Okay. So this is a good use, by the way, of the tick system. You know, the bastard thing like Facebook and stuff does. It goes, hey, you've not looked at enough videos today. Got to get rid of this tick. But I like that. I don't know, the charm's updated. So you're not randomly clicking on it every so often.
Yai, we promised that we would always be together.
You're the one who walked away.
Why?
Must have been something in the water. Right. Oh, we've not seen one of these for a while. It's a sunken fireplace. It's broken and stuff. On a closer inspection, you see red stains all over the sunken fireplace. That's not good, is it? A gorgeous picture of a pine tree. And a bird is painted on this huge folding screen. It must have been beautiful. You know what? Like, I'm looking going like, isn't it, like, interesting? Like, that's just a piece of furniture. I don't know if it's in Japan nowadays, but, like, I'm going to assume so, because it's not, like, out of the ordinary. What is it? It's sort of a makeshift wall you can put in places. And, like, the reason I mention it is I've got a slowly rotting... It's a bit gross, to be honest, and I should just get rid of it and buy something. My bedroom has a door to the outside world that's made out of glass. It lets through light, and there's a lamppost outside. So I have, when I say the box, my television came in. You know, I've got a giant TV like everyone does nowadays because they give them out like sweets, don't they? So it's currently up against the door, and of course moisture comes in. So like when I say slowly rotting, you know, it's getting all damp, and I should definitely get rid of it. So, like, I've got a curtain in front of it, but I utilise both to block out the light. My point is, yeah, one of those would actually come in handy right there. Just to prop up against that wall. Because, and also it would look better. I've got people, yeah, blind. That's what they're called, isn't it? Blinds. There's a literal solution to the problem I have. Because I bought those curtains, because I don't need to cover my bathroom door because there's a pandemic and nobody's visiting my house anytime soon. But, like, when they do again, somebody decided to make a bathroom door be see-through. That was a weird decision. But yes, obviously I have to move that because I've got people looking at my house because they want to buy the house, not off me. Obviously, I don't own shit, but my landlords don't even own it because they gave it to, or presumably sold it to the company. Anyway, I have to sort of move it when people look around because I don't want people to think, why is that guy got propped up a goddamn cardboard box next to that thing? But also, my brother gave me Explodey a giant cat shower curtain because cats and because it's funny. And he's like, oh, if you ever getting used to it, and it's like, buddy, I'm gonna use that to cover up my curtain because my curtain's shit. My room, my curtain's down. I pile up spare boxes there, and now I have a giant cat picture, and it's like I can't take that down because it's blue tacked up and sellotape and blue tack but it's like it's the gaudiest thing ever. I mean, it's funny for me because I don't care. It's my bedroom. I'm only there when I'm sleeping or trying to get to sleep, which but I'm not generally looking at a cat poster. It's not a cat poster. It's a shower curtain, which does make it somewhat weird. But like, I can't sneak that away, and you can't like pull it aside because it just looks rubbish. I think it's better, but I'm not 100% sure. Because what happens is I'll have like 5 days of reprieve, and I go, it's gone, and then as soon as I think that, it's really bad. But like last night, I didn't get any sleep, but not because of the wobble. There was a bit. I mean, they just sort of generally make noise anyway sometimes, but like it's the vibrations that I can't sleep through. But I think it's just because my brain goes, it's been 5 days, you don't get to sleep today. Also, I think it might be because I bought cherry cola, and cherry cola is not the same. Diet cherry cola is not the same as Coke Zero. Like, there's chemicals in that shit, and that might have been the cause of me not being able to sleep. But like, yeah. But like, caffeine hasn't really been a massive influence because I've been, obviously when I don't sleep, I've been not having caffeine because I'm like, first thing is like, okay, I'll just not drink caffeine for like 8 hours. Doesn't help. So like, when I'm being in fat mode, which I'm currently in, then I'm just like, fuck it, I'm drinking caffeine. But I like, if my brain is already confused about when I'm supposed to be sleeping and I'm drinking caffeine, it's probably not helping, right? So the answer, the quick answer is, I don't know. I'll start taking that lag medicine again soon after the weekend, Monday or Tuesday. I might take Monday off because I have to get up for work anyway, and I'll see if it's gone. All I know is that the dude hasn't got back to me. Like he met me and said he would talk to them, and I think I heard them like doing work. It might be a different neighbour though, and I think it's gotten better. Because I've managed to sleep through what like I wouldn't before, so it means it's dampened somewhat. And better is better than not better. Obviously, tautologically speaking, that would always be the case. But you know what I mean. Hopefully it's better, but I'm not sure. But with time, I need time. Why does it occasionally say "Welcome to the chat room"? That's confusing. But yes, I think it's better. But obviously, I'm going to need now me to adjust to this new way, and I haven't yet. Fucking I saw you, face. You cheeky fucking face. I saw you. I mean, that's the point, but I'm sure it's just a screensaver, like the hands on the screen. It must have been beautiful at one time. Now it's faded and dilapidated. Thought I'd be safe on the screen, and clearly I was not. Oh, that's a noose. I did not notice that it was a noose. Also, did I spy a goddamn thing in an angle I could not have possibly seen? Why, yes, I did. Right, we have a couple of doors. Anyway, just in case there are lurkers about, I should stop talking about my flat and get on with this game that I'm playing. Well, this is strange. I mean, I guess it's a storeroom, but they're not storing anything in it. Look at the other one. Oh, we can't because it's behind a makeshift wall. You know, the one you just spent 10 minutes talking about. find the makeshift wall? Screen? No, we may not. Ah. Oh yes, I forgot our sister's first message. Bloody kimono. Oh yeah, the laugh. The camera obscura doesn't have any effect. Well, shit. Let's get away from whatever the fuck that is. Don't mind me. I'll leave you to it, Banshee Queen. Ooh, look at this pipe. Rain is pouring down on the small garden open to the skies. Oh, if I could remember any Gandalf quotes, I'd be quoting them right now. He was a very fine friend. What? Oh shit. It was an awkward angle, okay? Change the camera. So weirdly enough, hostiles give me time to change the cameras, whereas things like that, I generally don't have the reaction time. Very daintily step up those stairs. Ooh, a save point. Oh yeah, we're in chapter 3, aren't we? The repentance. Oh, I've not saved any of my photos. Resume game. So if I play enough of these, I'm going to have to start paying for things. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. Like, I enjoyed the first game, to be honest. And you know, obviously after I've forgotten the name of the game, the one with the blimp. My brother really didn't like that game at all. Like, thematically enjoyed it, but he fucking hated the actual mechanically playing that game. Which you know, the Red String Club. It's not called. Is it the Red String Club? No, a horror game with the orphanage. The problem is, if I say horror game tropes, it's just our horror game tropes. With the mermaid in. That's it. Sorry, I've just made a connection. Just sort of mechanically playing it, because it's a bit broken, that game. And it's incredibly obtuse of what you're supposed to be doing at all times. It flows considerably worse than Fatal Frame 1. I mean, Fatal Frame 1 is actually completely fine. It's just, you know, its damage is absolute bullshit in Fatal Frame 1. Like, everything feels unfair. But, like, other than that, all the puzzles are kind of, like, there's a couple of, literally 2 times, I think, in the game where you're like, where do I do it? I've just got to click on this random wall. But like, yeah, other than that, Fatal Frame 1 flows fine. It's like this just has so much polish, which is what makes it really good, right? And you know, polish is great. But obviously, with all of those, there's no polish at all. But like, you're playing it entirely for the themes and shit. And if and if the game's giving you a hard time, then I can see why he'd get massively impatient with it. I think there are 5. They've just announced one's being remade. Because there's 2 versions of this, I think. Oh, that's why he asked me which one. Yeah, because there's a Wii version of this as well. And I decided, no, I wanted to play the PlayStation 2 one. I mean, I'll have to start figuring out how to stream other things. I've got quite a lot of tech for it. My brother recently streamed on PlayStation 2. He bought like an actual one so he could do it. Which I think Izzy was planning on doing. But with GameCube. Yeah. And of course, I buy all this. I've still got a Wii. I buy all the nonsense because I buy all the consoles. I don't buy games necessarily for them. But yeah, I go, no, I don't even like. There aren't any games for PlayStation 5. Day one PlayStation 5. Of course I do. Just waiting for bloody Dark Souls Game of Thrones edition. Whatever that's called. You know what I mean. Elden Ring. Like everyone else in the world. How much money do I have? Not quite enough. Is that like officially licensed? Yeah, officially licensed horror. The store doesn't exist anymore because I used to live next to a game store. And I was in there when somebody tried buying a Godzilla game, and just the clerk was just like, "You don't want to buy this, it's bad." Like, I just admire the honesty of like the nerd going, "You should get a real game, not a stylized movie." Just trying to subtly suggest to the mother that probably don't want to get a movie tie-in game. They're usually not good. And it's like, oh, it's nice that he'd explain that, but like, because he's not being, you know, like, nah, I think you're fine. He was honestly trying to go like, it's probably not going to be the best game in the world. Which is the way, you know, it was nice enough. Now the store doesn't exist because people don't buy used games anymore. But and also Kex exists. And I think, like, yeah, it was a situation where she was open to him saying that. It wasn't him saying, oh yeah, like, Red Roof games started existing, like, basically a little bit before I moved out of Red Roof. Which is really annoying. It's just like, oh, there's a proper game store here. Because it's, like, stores in Red Roof were always kind of elusive. It's like I moved to Truro, like, what was it, Wilkinson's didn't exist in goddamn Red Roof for ages. There was just no stores. Like, the Pound store was a godsend to Red Roof. Finally, stuff can be bought here. Although the Pound Store in Red Roof is much better than the Pound Store in Truro. Assuming it's still in Red Roof. It's been a while since I've been to Red Roof. What am I doing? I'm just sort of being confused. I was going to look at the map. How are you doing in the 999? Oh. Do I mean Pound Store? The buyback store. I mean the not Pound Store. Sorry. We do have one at Intro as well. The gold buyers store. I assume all those stores starting just buying jewellery and then they branched out to electronics because they're all called cash generator. That's it. They're all called gold buyers, and it's like, how much income does that really generate? I mean, I guess a lot, right? Because that's sort of a Weasley thing to do. Give us your gold, you poor people. You don't need your jewellery anymore. You need food. You know, that sort of thing. There were flowers on display in the round, dimly lit window. Hang on, we've been in here before, haven't we? No? No, I'm just confused. Okay, I've got to check all the drawers and stuff because there'll be stuff in them. Like these delicious herbal essences? Well, it might be, but not in this particular one. This is some film. Yeah, the last time I was there was with Simon because we needed a wire for his computer. He was asking, do you have this specific wire? No. Yeah, that's because they prey on them. But, oh, that's cool. A book fell off. That was a nice touch. Folklorist 3. I'm worried that I missed Folklorist 1. The book about the village was on the old bookshelf. For several days, earthquakes have increased in frequency. At the same time, crimson butterflies are swarming, sometimes blocking out the sun. Somehow, they look sad. Villagers that see them put their hands together in prayer. The entire village has an air of impending doom. So, impending doom is like a legitimate, like a symptom to certain things. So, that's kind of interesting. Just impending doom is a trackable thing in your brain. Well, it'd be a chemical, wouldn't it? But, actually, I'm not 100% sure about that. But, you know, it's brain chemistry at the very least. So, I guess chemical. You know what I mean. I'm actually watching a series of videos about behaviour. They're very good. But, like, I think this happened last time I tried to watch it a decade ago. Where you're like, no, this all makes sense to me. This all makes sense. This all makes sense. And then he gets into, like, I think the video was Family, and the one before that, where we're in, like, neuroscience. And it's like, this gets pretty heavy quite quickly. Not, like, heavy subject-wise. I mean, some of it, because it's about human behaviour. But, it's just kind of dense. And it's to the point where I can't watch it and do something else at the same time. I'm just going, oh shit, I should be taking notes. And the dude talks fast. He's a very good teacher. It's like a Stanford University thing. It's really good. Like, free education. That costs money, that does. But I think it's up because literally in the first one he said, oh, I think this should be required. Like, people should... And that's why it's free. But it's yeah. The... I've forgotten the dude's name. Because what he does is he goes, look, we're going to talk about why people do stuff. And he talks about, like, well, if you think about it in a sort of Darwinian sense, you're going to have, well, somebody did that, and then the Holocaust happened, right? And if you think about it like a sort of scientific sense, like a brain sense, well, and then he talks about lobotomies, and it's like, if you just use one window of science to analyse human behaviour, people have done that, have done some fucking terrible things. It's not a good idea to just be to be blinkered into one discipline. So what the entire course is, it's human behaviour, where he talks about this discipline for about an hour. It's a real course. It's not some dude on the internet. And then he goes, as soon as you get comfortable with it, he's just going to change the thing. And he's going to go, all those things there? Well, this discipline says those things are a bunch of bollocks. And then it will do it again. He'll say the entire subject. And they go, but these people think they're still talking shit because of these reasons, and so on and so forth. So, like, it starts off with, Darwinian science and psychology and stuff like that. But, like, now I'm on neuroscience, which, yeah, it's quite complex. Like, it's about how animals detect family members and stuff like that. But, like, the entire thing's really good. And, like, he's quite a funny person as well. And he's just it's a dude that can talk essentially for like 2 hours straight. He's very talented, but I'd recommend it, but I've forgotten his name. But like Stanford course, YouTube, like there's two. One's maths and one's psychology, and it's the psychology one. He looks a little bit like a hippie. What's his actual discipline? It's going to be somewhat related to, like, studying monkeys. I've forgotten the name of it. Not exactly the same, but somewhat related. So obviously he's a fan of Jane Goodall. Who isn't? But you know what I mean. Because that's how I learned that Kiko the gorilla. When people say about there's a gorilla, and she blamed the kitten on the thing. The gorilla stole. The gorilla taught the gorilla sign language, and he's like, no, they didn't. That was wishful thinking. And because they know, they've studied it. No, the gorilla didn't learn sign language. Not anything sophisticated anyway. And that's a part of him saying like, I'm sorry, but like, it's things are more complex. But yeah, that's unfortunately the whole sign language thing hasn't been verified, and no one's ever been able to replicate those results. Like, there's nothing wrong with the scientists, but unfortunately there's just a little bit of wishful thinking there, and there's a little bit of leaning into the thing. Yeah. So that is not sound. And it's a thing, like, he's like, to him, and I'm sure he makes mistakes as well, but like, it's very important to, like, you know, double do your things to whenever you do these studies, you know, how many people are in the studies. And he goes into this is a thing he goes into a very long time, like, how many people were in the studies, have you tested it in different environments and things like that. Because especially with human behaviour, look, scary face again, but especially with human behaviour, he's like, well, have you done this in Antarctica? Because it's a very difficult thing to test human behaviour in the jungle and then in Antarctica. Well, not just humans, like, you test on animals, right? Because a part of it, especially with genetics, is it inherited, or is it just because you happen to live in a place? And more often, it's like, it's both, by the way. That's sort of the point he's going into. But like, you can, the most recent thing he stressed is like, yeah, you don't know things you're not testing for a lot of the time. So you need to, like, as soon as you find someone else who does the same things, you go like, oh, I'm completely wrong because I wasn't testing for this thing I thought I was controlling for. Like, yeah, it's extremely thorough because that's sort of the point, because all these multidiscipline things. So yeah, having the sign language thing is heavily anecdotal and not terribly sound, unfortunately. Because everyone wants it to be true. Nice. In the past, every area, like, that's one thing I remembered from watching it before. In the past, every area had some type of ground purifying ceremony. Many of these offered sacrifices to try to calm the gods. It is custom. If that custom still remains today, it explains the stillness of the village. The twin shrine maidens must be the guardian deities of this village. And also, obviously, I looked him up. He's got a very good reputation. Like, he's not a quack. I mean, I don't think Stanford lets quacks in. You know what? I'm pretty sure all universities probably have some bad luck with their professors once in a while, right? But, like, no, he's got a good reputation. He, like, hasn't fallen from grace or anything like that. I mean, who's that evolution dude? Richard Dawkins. I mean, everything Richard Dawkins says in a school is sound, right? It's just that he's a dickhead on Twitter. But and he starts talking about subjects that he doesn't know anything about. But that doesn't mean any of the Richard Dawkins stuff is wrong either. Like, he, you know. But like, yeah. The Guardian did, although he's a single discipline guy. I wish I knew what the actual discipline he had was. Because he's built this course by studying lots of little things, but he has a main one, obviously, that they all umbrella. Guardian deities, the twin shrine maidens, have become crimson butterflies and are returning to the village. Okay, I sort of spoke over that, but yeah. Can I pick up this book? Okay, this looks like my menu screen. There are flowers on display in the round, dimly lit window. Okay, see that? I was trying to run away, but it wouldn't walk away because my momentum was kept. So there is occasional weirdness. There's a reason why people don't use this control system anymore. Oh, I said all the important things. On top of the chest of drawers, there's a beautiful red dish on display. I feel like I don't know if people display dishes anymore, but I also think that might be mostly that I don't hang out with people who display dishes. Oh, fair enough. So I was immediately proven wrong. I literally know a person. Oh yeah, because he has ironic royalty stuff. See, the problem with doing that is somebody in the office will be like, "Oh, look, Princess Anne," and he'll go, "Yeah, but I'll put it down ironic." You know, like you got to have that conversation. You don't want to do. That's why you don't. That's why being ironic is not. The downside, you know. I know that. I know a whole bunch of you did it with your ironic royalty stuff. I'm not sure which Fergie would be more funny, ironically. Fergie. Did I say Fergie? Because there's a singer called Fergie as well, right? Is fallen out of favour. Not like out of favour, just isn't famous anymore. Oh, some. I say isn't famous anymore. I don't fucking know who's famous. I had to have a conversation with Steve at work about like, what was his name? Ed Sheeran. Because I was like, who's Ed Sheeran? And he was genuinely kind of annoyed with me that I'd managed to avoid Ed Sheeran for like a few years. Oh, I was told to get the doll by the sister. See, I'm paying attention. I think he was more annoyed that I didn't know who he was, but like, I interpret it as, how did you get away from Ed Sheeran all this time? And it's like, I've got my ways. I don't listen to the radio, do I? Well, there's the blue light. They made it slightly easier in this game to actually see these signs. I saw the signs. Oh, I know where that place is. There looks like countless handprints on the wall. Yes, that's it. Yeah. So I don't know which one would be more ironic at this point. I mean, it'd still be the royalty person, wouldn't it? But, somebody's having a well at the time. But, it would be deeply funny to Ernest. Right. Yes, there is. I should pay attention to the tone, shouldn't I? Oh, diamond stack. Oh, but I've got paper hands. I can't go anywhere near this diamond stack. Key is covered with a dark red substance. I should check those stocks just to make myself feel bad. I'm sure they're through the moon at this point. There we go, I did it again. Okay, I'm due a ghost, aren't I? Okay, mysterious deep voice buddy. But if I'm performing it with Sai, I'm not alone. That's you know how a pair works, right? One is the loneliest number. You know that's if there's two of us, there's not alone. Door stuck fast. Now you might think I stopped singing there because that was like me cutting it quick. You know, at the funniest point. But it's actually because I didn't know the rest of the lyrics. I don't have enough self-restraint to do like perfectly cut. They said it about the thunder. Let us save. Like, I know he says 2. There we go. 2 can be as sad as 1. Like, I mean, what I've got there is a title for the next stream. I think my favourite title was Next Go Snap, So Do Cameras. I can't remember what this stream is called. Something to do with mirrors. Yeah, I thought it was good. I don't know if anyone ever notices the titles of the streams. I genuinely don't know what the title of this stream is called. Like staring into a mirror. Oh yeah, because I was talking about twins. And mirrors were a theme of the other game. Oh yeah, what am I doing? I'm looking for the bloody door, aren't I? Look for the bloody door! Bloody wall next to the bloody door. That will never not be funny to me. You know, reading the horror word bloody and putting it into the British. Bloody hell! There's a bloody kimono here! It's consistently funny to me. Use a good friend. Take a picture of the pipe. This one's for me. There, I see you, shiny thing. Okay, this game's very tricksy with these. The stone mirror. An object here is covered by a large cloth. The cloth is filthy from being exposed to the elements. Can I uncover it? I know that's probably a bad idea, but I want to know. Literally the only place you can go, John. Alright. Hello, Mini Coop. How are you? There's blood on the floor. I'm playing a spooky game for spooky people. I see you, ghost. Picking that out? No, no, John. Oh, fuck, it's this one. Can't do anything about this one. That's the bad ghost. Sorry, no, I was just saying, just popping in to say hello. Didn't mean it. Okay, I might have to run through that door. Okay, we'll go through the door. I think. I don't think you do. But no, I'm just passing by. Don't mind me. So Luke has an entire Discord from his stream, and I use his, so I know a bunch of people from his Discord. No, I'm just passing by, and I have no quarrel with you. Door. Oh, there we go. Oh, hang on. I've just realised what I've done. Mistakes were made. So perhaps I have the power to photograph that ghost now? We'll see. Let's invest. So the bloody wall is beyond that ghost. So we'll try again to photograph that ghost. Yeah, he's done quite. I think he's done quite well. He, he's friendlier than I am. No, he's warmer than I am, I think is a good way of describing it. I imagine helps. But yeah, he's put the work in. It's one of the reasons I started streaming, because he was saying about it, and I watched him a few times, and I'm like, well, if I'm going to put stuff on YouTube anyway, I should just stream as well. And then I was like, oh, I won't because it's his thing. And they went, no, fuck, I am. I just won't do things on the same time. You know, I won't get in the way of what he's doing, obviously. Okay. Like a pink outline that's... I'm not sure what to do at this point. Kurosawa. Kind of famous name, isn't it? I'm looking for my notebook. Yeah, because the bloody handprint wall is... So if we go into photo, is it? There he is. Look at him, having a whale of a time. If we go into memo... Okay, lost couple. Oh, cool. You know, I'll read through all this. Okay. This village and all its inhabitants vanished from a mountain forest during the night of the ceremony. Ever since then, the forest has been dark and shrouded in fog. The entire village disappeared completely, leaving behind only a twin deity statue. Even now, the spot where the village once stood is covered in thick fog, and whenever someone gets lost in the forest, people believe the village spirits them away. Like that film. Cool Runnings. Lost couple? Masumi Makimura, a geological surveyor. See, he went into the village with a job title. Terrible thing to do. Went missing during an investigation of the forest that would be submerged once a local dam was built. Legend has it that the people who get lost in this village are spirited away by the lost village. You know, like that movie, Spice World. Could that be what happened to Masumi? Masumi's girlfriend, Miyako Sudo, believing him to still be alive somewhere in the forest, went in search of him. She too ended up wandering into the lost village. Trapped boy. The white-haired boy calls Mio. He gives me advice, but I could go get him, but I'd have to walk past that ghost again. As Mio wandered around the village looking for the lost Mayu, she came across... Spirited Away is what I was referencing. She came across the white-haired boy locked up in a storehouse cell. I just wanted to explain. The problem is I can't tell. And also, somebody ruined, because I used to say, you talk whenever I wanted to like edge my way into a conversation and I didn't know what people were talking about, I would say, you talking about the Spice Girls movie, because I thought that was just a funny thing to say. And then bloody Nick at work was just like, you know that's called Spice World, right? And he's just completely ruined it, because rhythmically, the Spice Girls movie is just a funnier phrase to me. And I was like, ah, it's just kind of ruined my joke that only I found funny. Those were the before times. From the small cell window, the boy called Mio Yai. Oh, I guess it's Sai and Yai were the original twins, and urged her and Sai to get out of the village before the ceremony started. It's not going to end well for him then. Massacre. One theory about the lost village held that there was once a great massacre there. All the villagers were killed, and that's how the village came to vanish. A woman wearing a red sash, laughing maniacally into a bloody sea of corpses, is a vision Mio saw of the massacre. One day, on the day of the ceremony, Sai laughingly attacked and slaughtered the villagers gathered in the great hall, and of course, as the Joker man who jokes, whom is Jokester, has taught us, that you can't spell slaughter without laughter, can you? She then went out and began killing the rest of the villagers, one by one. My fucking word, John, that took you a really long time to say that very simple phrase. Okay, no. Camera obscura. I think they're using a couple of things. The camera obscura is a special camera created by Dr. Aso to capture the supernatural phenomenon that couldn't be seen with the naked eye. It was designed to photograph visions of the past and spirit entities, but it was so this is a backstory to the camera, which just turned up randomly in the first game. And a little girl picked it up and went, look, I take a picture of ghosts. And when I say little girl, I mean your mum. Oh, well, not your mum, obviously, but girl one's mum. Gave her the camera. Okay. Well, I thought I was trapped on the other side. I'll try that then. Okay, thanks. Rope man. Oh, fucking ropes. Do you know what's kind of interesting? I'm reminded of the Radiohead song Videotape. That like technology, as soon as it gets old enough that you can go like, oh, I don't understand how it works, so it could work anyway. You know, like digital TVs aren't spooky. It's only like cathode ray TVs. Cathode ray? Are you ready for a cathode ray? Cathode ray. You know, those TVs are kind of like, oh, it's fucking magic. I think might have ghosts in. You know, this is why you can't. I'm pretty sure people have made movies about internet ghosts, but I just don't think it works. You can't. Digital technology doesn't have spooky connotations to them. Yeah, there might be ghosts. I mean, we're gonna hit a point where there's more dead people on the internet than alive, right? Because of Facebook. Like, as soon as you die, it's very difficult to close your account. Now, I know Facebook does. Wish I didn't know this, but I know obviously you can obituarize a Facebook page, but not everyone's going to have friends to do that. So yeah, at a certain point, we're going to be outnumbered. Yeah, that sucks. The camera obscura is also a special camera created by Dr. So there's no way to totally move on from that, so I'm just going to carry on reading. There's a special camera created by Dr. Aso to capture supernatural phenomenon. Like, so well, I just have to move forwards, yeah. Couldn't be seen with the naked eye. It was designed... Well, like, it would have been worse if I tried to go... And speaking of... You know what I mean. It was designed to photograph visions of the past and spirit entities. You know, I love the phrase, it was designed to photograph. Like, yeah, oh, I made a special gun. It was designed to kill people. You know, like, yeah, of course it was designed to capture spirit entities. But, like, how did you design it? I just shoved crystals in until it worked. Yeah, like, how did you design... Like, that you designed it to do a thing is the point of you inventing a thing. How did you make it do that? It's kind of more interesting to me. But it was a prototype. Anyway, it was designed to do the thing. To photograph visions of the past, spirit entities. But it was a prototype and its functions hadn't fully been tested. Photographing things that ordinary people couldn't see with its camera had an exorcismal effect. What a wonderful word. Exorcismal. Sugiro Makabe, a folklorist who had come to investigate Old God's village, borrowed this camera from Dr. Aso to photograph the village's rumoured forbidden ritual. Dr. Kunihiko Aso, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, was also a folklorist who studied the spirit world. Are they common folklorists? He modified the latest gadgets of his time, the camera, radio and projector, trying to create a machine. Okay, my sound's just gone. It's because it thinks I've got no sound. I'll turn it off for a second. Turn it back on. Trying to capture a machine that could capture supernatural phenomenon. Yeah, well done. Oh, I see. So, but I'm trying to. You said I just have to get past him, right? He was shunned by the academic world about friends with Maccabee. Okay, I've only got one more to read, and that's about the radio. At night. It is almost 12. Yeah, I'm gonna carry on until midnight, so half an hour. The Spirit Stone radio was a modified crystal radio set that used crystals as a part of its circuitry. It picked up voices from the spirit world. It was created by Dr. Aso, or Drasso, as some people call him, and nobody calls him that, who also designed the camera obscura. It gets about that guy. That doctor, after giving Maccabee the camera obscura prototype and the Spirit Stone radio, travelled to Japan, seeking ways to complete his camera obscura, but died unexpectedly. His death meant the principles behind how the devices captured the spirits would remain a mystery. Yeah, cool. That did not help me get the past the dude at all. I thought it might be a good recap, and I did need to read them eventually, right? Because that's the point. Like, I'll just do that one quickly. We don't need to make everything last half an hour. We've read these two recently. Yeah, I'm missing Folklorist 1. But like, sometimes that's just the last thing you do. It's a bloody wall. I went there, and that's how I died last time. We don't have any maps. What we're going to do is we're going to go places. Let's turn my sound back on. Better, lovely. Are we downstairs? Are we near the room? Again, we don't actually have much choice. Maybe I'm just go there rather than there. Did I get trapped in this room? But that's where the bloody handprint is. Bloody handprint. I'll save my game using the external save system. Slot 0. That's not where you want to go, John. Okay, I think I actually do want to go into the other room, but approaching from this angle seems better. No, I don't think it was in that room. I think it was a different bloody handprint. I'll double check though. No, this isn't the right place. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just have to run past him. Okay, I mean, I feel like I got him, but... It's Dragger! Oh, let's follow Dragger. Okay, I'm guessing that room wasn't open last time. Now that it is, I should check it out. Oh. No, hang on. Oh, I don't know how I get in there then. No, hang on. Make sure you're doing the right thing. This room. Okay, yes, there is a way in there. It's this way. There we go. There's the handprints. Just no reason at all. I'm just gonna... Oh, I've already got it on. Cool. Ooh, a bobble. Camera equipment. Acquired blast. Power-up lens. Raises damage. Blast back. Spirit acquired tool increases damage. Enables slow blast back ability. Inflicts heavier damage than normal. And enables blast back. Angle button. Ooh. Right, we'll quickly look at that before we engage with the bloodstained room. The bloodstains. There isn't a carpet in this room. It's like straw or whatever. It's not straw. I don't know what the material is, but it's like a weaved material. There we go. Slow, stun, and blast. We can't afford blast. But I mean, if we save up a little bit more, we would be able to. Does it cost? What do power-up lenses actually cost when you use them? Like spirit orbs are now used in these, but are they like one-off spirit orb uses? Because that's harsh if that's true. But like they're now within my price range. And they kind of all do the same thing, so I might as well just buy the best one. Oh, they cost spirit power. What's spirit power? Guess you save it up. If I... Like it's the tick 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 thing. Some herbal medicine. I'm doing good for medicine, to be honest. We'll take a picture at last. Kimonos in the basket. They're soaked through. And there's... I just said I'd take that photograph afterwards. Right, let's change it to the cheaper camera. The free one. Although we have 99. Probably just safely use that one. Without faffing anymore. That sounds like somebody who's given up on being efficient. Oh, let's have some delicious herbal medicine. Shit. Well, it's a nice picture of him. Oh, this room layout. Okay, I think I get the gimmick. Cheeky fucking ghost. Oh, damn it. I had a window then. Hey, you know those abilities, John, that might come in handy, like in this particular room right now? Yes, I know about them. I get it. Well, they don't seem to be affecting your ability to hurt me. One of them says, I'm sorry. This is a dude that was massacred. It's this fucking box that's in the way. So yeah, I'm guessing that this is the fight that it wants you to really use, like, the extra powers on. Because you're kind of trapped in here. Okay, that cost me a lot. Diamond stack key though. Gotta run past that ghost again, don't I? But yeah, that cost me a lot of health. Well, somebody was killed. Faintly glowing crystal. Spirit orb. So yes, yeah, fine. Clearly it wanted me to have one of these. And I can afford now. Oh, I'm close to having one of those level up, to be honest. No, get one of these. Get the most expensive ones. Now we can blast. Jam and blast. We have the diamond stack key. We're going to rock a ship to the moon. And if I remember the correct direction to go, it's this direction. To pelt it past buddy. We've not saved in a while, but there's one beyond this dude. Don't mind me. Just passing by. There we go. Everything's chill. Okay, save point is clearly on the next floor. But there might be a ghost or two before there. Who knows? So yeah, that's the first time this game has really put me in a room where I couldn't run away. And just shoved multiple ghosts at me. But yeah, I'm assuming it's because it really wanted me to use the extra powers. I just apparently refused to buy. Because I wanted Blast, I just wanted the more expensive one. But if I can only get one, I just might as well have the best one. Right, we have saved our game. Let's hydrate. The door is stuck fast. I don't know which direction I'm walking in. Going to keep watching that butterfly, that dream of mine. Turns head.
Did you find it, Suki?
Let's grab that bauble. Oh, no. This is Dr. Aso.
So, this is all God's village. The ritual that cannot be spoken about. And the place that mustn't be seen. If I take a picture of that place,
Or was it the folklorist? It's the folklorist, okay. That makes sense, he took his stuff off Aso. Ancient village records have been stored in the Master of Ceremonies' house. Many discuss the legend, folk tales, and rituals of the village. There are sure to be many records of folklore of that value. The forbidden ritual is also called the Crimson Sacrifice Ritual. Twins are used to help seal the gate to hell. Ah, I thought we sealed the gate. We sealed the gate in the first game. I guess the hell might have more than one way out, though. You just gotta plug up all the gaps. It's like a dam. Like a... You know, like a... I think it's called a dike. Let's just say plug. We'd be plugging holes. Plugging holes in hell. You know what I mean there. Twins are... Yes. The visible ceremony, which occurs periodically, and if it fails, a hidden ceremony is performed. Oh, this is a bit like Cabin in the Woods, but I guess, that's because Cabin in the Woods is inspired by the same things. When I say, I mean the Japanese joke things. If all the ceremonies fail, the gates to hell will open and the dead will pour out and the skies will go dark. They call this disaster the Repentance. So, yeah, okay, not the same, because the first game was Malice, and it's subtly different. But, hell be an interesting place. Different parts of it produce different things. You don't want any of it out, to be honest. You want it all sealed. And to do that, somehow we figured out, if we murder the right people in the weirdest way imaginable, that somehow stops it. You know how they do those tests with rats, and it might be rats, it might be all sorts of creatures. Where you have a bulb, and it lights up, and some food comes out, and rats go, oh, bulb, food. And, you can make them press buttons and stuff. You can do it with lots of animals. But if you make the light just flash randomly, it'll get superstitious. It'll start doing weird behaviour to try and get food to come out. And you can do it to humans too. So, a part of me is just imagining, what if we murder this old person by twisting him in half? No, that didn't work. Let's try stacking all the shoes. No, it would have been nice if that one worked. That was a relatively simple one to do. What if we all clap at the same time? No, it turns out that's not very useful. Let's murder these twins. Oh, okay. The light came on after we murdered the twins. Oh, God. We just have... Because you've got to have twins. That's more difficult than getting a maiden as well, right? Considerably more difficult. Presumably 50% of the people in the town maidens at some point. But, twins, relatively, rarer than just straight up maidens. Must have been quite desperate at the time, but, repentance was coming, so had to do something, I'm sure. Yeah. I would have loved if the shoe answer, we were all pretty willing to stack our shoes. It would have been slightly, every time you stepped on a stone, you'd be like, oh, fuck. But, the gates of hell are sealed. It's good. They're good. They've gone to a good place. Okay, Alexis. I was saying earlier, because, when you think about food, when you think about cooking, and, isn't it weird that somebody went, let's shave this animal and then put it over fire and see if it improves it. Oh, fuck, it's amazing. Let's put it with vegetables. So that must have been experimentation, right? A lot of people presumably died going, let's try this in poisonous mushrooms. Bleh, and they died. But, presumably all these death rituals work like that as well. Because, rituals did exist, right? Trepanning and all that. Somebody was like, yeah, let's drill a hole into the brain. That probably helps. Into the skull, not into the brain. Drilling a hole into the brain definitely doesn't help. I mean, people did do that. The big spike. It kept them quiet. Some people thought it helped, but that's basically killing people, but with extra steps, right? Yeah. People probably did experiment with stuff. Yeah, as I was saying, with goat rituals, But goats is a little bit more reasonable. There are a lot of goats. But, having to murder twins in a weird ceremony is quite elaborate to stumble upon. But somebody must have figured it out. And I don't even know what the ceremony is, but if it's anything like the ceremony from the first game, it's quite elaborate. The first game involved, at some point, opening a door, and to do that, you had to shove a mask on them that had stakes in their eyes. You had to be very... This mask is going on! Like that. You've got to be very forceful with that mask. You clean it after you use the mask. Who wants to do the mask this time? Definitely not me. And get somebody out to figure out all those parts. And presumably, at some point, this is why we're omnivorous, because people ate everything, and the people who are good at eating everything survive better. Yeah. So presumably there's a ghosty version of all those events that happened. Lots of very silly rituals that just didn't do very much at all. The whereabouts of Munakata's friends. I'm going to continue reading this. Keep getting distracted. Although I did say I was going to end the stream. I'm going to keep going for like 10 minutes. The whereabouts of Munakata's friends, the twin boys... Oh, okay. Can be... Itsuki and Mutsuki are unknown, which is a little troubling. If they are found, I might be able to ask them about the village. Where are we? I guess... I've completely forgotten why I came here for. Oh, yes! I've got the key to a door. Okay, we'll walk around. We'll just walk around that ghost. Probably doesn't really appreciate my presence. There's a lock engraved with a diamond stack pattern family crest on the door. Key is covered with a dark red substance. I think it might be blood. Oh, unlock the door with a key. Lovely. Very cool looking key. It's a doll room.
What happened? Someone was calling me, telling me to come back and perform the ritual again. The ritual? Stay with me forever.
Right, we've been reading the notes. We know about the ritual.
Of course, we promised. For now, let's get out of here.
I'm not sure you should be making promises in this particular location. Chapter 4, Forbidden Ritual. But we have found our sister. Let's push her around, establish dominance. There we go. We know who the superior sister is. I actually need to go in there, actually. So, thank you. Let me pick that up. It's a butterfly diary. There is an old diary near the place where Maya was lying. See that, Maya? You were right there and you didn't even pick up the diary. One of us has been doing stuff. I've been picking up all this cool stuff. Got myself a camera, some stones, magical radio stones. They talk. A lot of books. You know, what have you been doing? Lying down? Anything else, sister? Munakata and his sister came to the village today. He said he was worried about Itsuki and came to help. But I can't tell outsiders about the village. Itsuki's locked up in the storehouse. Well, so we know the boy's name. I like it. It was pretty obvious he was going to be one of the twins, right? But I can't tell. I doubt he'll be allowed to talk with an outsider. But what we'll do is we'll put him next to a window that's like not really a window. It's like it doesn't have glass. Well, it is a window. What are you talking about, John? A window is a hole in a wall. But it's not a glass window. It's not soundproof. He can very easily talk to outsiders. Evidence by the fact that we spoke to him. Anyway, sorry. This is Yai, which is presumably one of the original twins, which happened in the failed ritual. I'm assuming the ritual failed. Mr. Maccabi made a picture of us with his picture box. My face looked strange, but it was interesting to see. He was probably going to be those symbols, because our cleansing isn't finished yet. The ancient emoticon, whatever. Before that happens, we have to help him escape. If I can come with you, Yai, I'll be happy. That's the only thing that matters to me. So Sai and Yai made a promise to leave, possibly with the warped twins. Oh yes, because I think only one of the twins died. That's what the story is. But it was loose inside the diary. You put the butterfly diary in the photo of the warped twins in your file. Right. See that? I was here for a second. Immediately found a thing. What have you been doing? I'm going to investigate those dots. You just stand there and do nothing.
There's something familiar about the smell here.
I've been in the village for a while now. Okay. We're getting lots of sort of unphotographable... Or did I just miss? I missed. Okay, fair enough. Something shows in the photo. Looks like the same doll. That's kind of weird. The doll's on display in the large doll stand. This must have been a girl's room. It's judgmental, but okay, fair. The dolls are falling into pieces now. Some of the dolls are even missing their heads. Oh, I'm sure that's not going to reincorporate at any point. I mean, it's John. We've already seen the severed head motif, like literally a second ago when we saw a boy talking to a severed head through that there. Yeah, you'd be sad. That's the face of somebody who's been useless the entire time. Yeah. God, look at all these girls' toys. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. All these. Well, I'm sure this makes sense as a girls' room in like whatever time period this is set in. Something in the drawer. Some medicine, wonderful. Okay, there's a ghost on the floor, but she doesn't seem to be doing anything, so we're going to walk past her. We're just going to walk past her. Don't mind me. Oh god, okay, no. I was happy to walk past. I was going to let you be. But no, somebody decided they'd get up. You were fine on the ground like that. It was going to be great. Okay. Yeah, sister, could you not be right next to her, please? I'm working on it. You can move, you know. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, this is like a proper grudge one, isn't it? No, the camera's got to... Oh, it is! Camera, any time... I think I missed the window again. Oh, this is difficult. John, why did you turn it on? No, sister, get out of the goddamn way! The death rattle and everything. Okay, no, sister, you've got to walk to the other side of the room. Go, follow me to the other side of the room. No. Yes, thank you. Very good. We get out of the way of the photograph, though. That's a door, John. Hey, sister, over here. Okay. And a 360 no scope. We do have our abilities. I don't know how to use them. I'll try the triangle button. Oh no, I won. I don't think she's dead. I think she's going back. I just saw your Barbie comment. It's twin doll heads. They're old but beautifully decorated. They're probably for the heads of the dolls in the other room. Yes, I did guess that. How are you? Are you okay? How do I go back into the other room? I'll try the door. That's a neat trick. Okay, we'll grab Bauble. Oh, it's the Kurosawa House map. Another map is on the table. It wasn't there a second ago. Folklorist 6. A book was underneath the map. The twin girls of the house gave me a map that shows a side door. They said it had a hidden ceremony. The hidden ceremony is near, and I should escape out the side door during that night. They left it so quickly I couldn't even ask them about it. The other people in the house are acting normally. Was there some ulterior motive behind the generous hospitality? Just to be safe, I will tell Munakata to go home ahead of me. Let's have a look at our radio. Yeah, got a faintly glowing crystal.
The Kusabi. The Kusabi is coming. Help me. The ritual was a failure. Miss Sabe. So this is the repentance. The village will be...
Oh dear. Yeah, that might have warned me about villain. I was gonna say, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Let's get to a save point.
Neo, wait. Don't leave me.
I'm right here. Okay, we got our sister. We just have to leave the place, right? I'm going to save using my internal system as well. Oh, I'm healing. I should probably use one of my herbal medicines. There. Yeah, I'm assuming the folklorist didn't make it out. The door. Oh yeah, we've got a map. Sorry, now I remember now. No, not this. I want to go to the file and then maps. Cool. Yeah, okay. So it's at the stairs. Let's have a look at the map. Does it conform? Didn't really look the same. Maybe it's there. I need to see both at the same time, to be honest. I'm not seeing a left-right stairs. Win Kawasawa house, right? There's the left-right stairs there. Yeah, this game's had a couple of actual spooks in it. One time I was talking, you know, to the people. I was just chatting away with the people. And I just randomly was like, oh yeah, I just want to look at that over there. And some ghosts popped up just from nowhere. And, oops, scared the shit out of me. That was a waste of film. Like, they weren't there until I looked in first person. Because I'd just been standing around for too long. So that was genuinely... Well, I mean, that was a jump scare, but still, it was very well done. Because I was my own distraction. Okay, we're going to save my game. I think I might be leaving... I'm afraid. As it is midnight. Although sometimes I play for a little longer, but I'm happy. Like, I played this for 4 hours. I think that's a good length. Get it. This is this. Get out the goddamn way. strange. But I just want to double check to see if this is... Play a little bit longer.
You are born for this purpose.
Yeah? Well, it looks like this is the way we're supposed to go. So I can see that lighting up. No, okay, so I think these are the only stairs that go up. If we look at the map from that perspective... Try that again. File. So those are the only steps that go up. I don't know where that is. Like, the 3 rooms that just go upwards should be pretty easy to spot. 3 rooms and then like a winding path. Steps on. So, is this the 3 rooms? You know what? Let's just try to see if we can get through that door. I don't know what. You know what? I think I might just leave it. I think I'm going to let you go. We're going to go back because we took another photograph. Let's change our camera to the cheap one so we don't accidentally use stuff. Probably see what I'm trying to take a picture of. It's Garden Woman. Okay, cool. We captured Garden Woman. Yeah. I'm afraid. I mean, this is the game you're supposed to be afraid, right? Point. I will return with the spooky game of spookiness next Thursday. Spooky Thursdays, as some people call them. Tomorrow I'll be playing a different game. I'll be playing Myst 3 Exile. But yes. Thank you for watching this. I've been John Proxy. Thank you, Lurkers. Thank you, Kay, Lexus. And thank you all you archaeologists from the future as well. I've been having a Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly adventure. Well, on Exile, I've completed 2 of the islands. I've literally just finished the Pachinko Island, which I think that's got to be my favourite payoff to a series of puzzles. That took me like 3-4 hours, but I did all that without needing any hints or anything. But yeah. I've just jumped back to the main hub, and I've got, I guess, 1 puzzle to go before it moves me on to whatever it does after that 3rd puzzle. Yeah. I was like, are these connected? It's doing all the things. And then it does that final 4th kind of reasonably easy turning puzzle. But you do have to realise, oh, if they're gonna go in order, like they need to be turned on, and you realise, oh yeah, the end doesn't have anything connecting to it. But yeah. Yeah, I'll try and get on not too late. It'll be UK time, so like 8 or 7 in UK at night PM. But yes, thank you for watching. Where's my? I put a little text up, didn't I? This thing here. Well, this is a really messy scene. I'll see you next time. Go on.